Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago Bears fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. You better get comfortable because what I'm about to tell you could be a game changer for the Bears' defense and their entire playoff push. Rumors are swirling around that the Denver Broncos, sitting at an impressive 11-2, might be making a seismic move. And it's not just about trying to fine-tune their roster for a deep playoff run. It's more strategic than that. Word on the street is that the Broncos are considering a blockbuster trade involving Patrick Surtain, the shutdown corner who's been a cornerstone of their secondary. And if this trade happens, it could send shockwaves through the NFC North and significantly alter Chicago's road to the Super Bowl. Let's get into the details because this isn't just some rumor. Experts and insiders like Adam Schefter and Rossini have pointed out that Denver, despite their strong record, is in a tight cap spot, with about $3 million in cap space. That might sound like a lot, but for a team that's all in on winning now, it's enough to force some tough decisions. And one of those decisions could be trading Surtain, who's just 25 years old and in the prime of his career. Denver is reportedly looking to recoup draft picks and a quality cornerback in return, with a particular focus on bolstering their offensive line, which has been a weak spot at times. But here's the kicker, Surtain isn't just any corner. He's a true shutdown guy, a player who can erase top receivers and change the entire dynamic of a secondary. Now imagine Surtain in Chicago's secondary. The Bears have been trying to build a dominant defense, and adding a player like him would be a massive boost. Surtain's numbers are eye-popping: 45 tackles, 3 interceptions, and a PFF grade of 92. Which ranks him as the second-best corner in the league right now. He's played over 68 coverage snaps, and his career grade of 90. 5 shows consistency and elite performance. What's more, he's injury-free, which is huge for a team looking for stability, and he's a guy who excels in man-to-man coverage, similar to how Darrelle Revis was during his prime. His ability to lock down top receivers would be a nightmare for NFC North offenses, especially with teams like the Packers and Lions featuring dangerous pass catchers. But why would Denver be willing to part with such a valuable player? Well, it's all about their current strategy. The Broncos are clearly in a win-now mode. They're trying to maximize their window with Russell Wilson leading the charge, and they're aware that their defense needs to be elite to compete with the best. Their defense has given up 252 points so far, and while they're strong overall, they want to push even further. Trading Surtain could free up some cap space, around $18 million, which they could then redirect to their defensive line, an area that's been a bit inconsistent but has the potential to be dominant with the right upgrades. And for the Bears, this potential trade isn't just about filling a need, it's about elevating the entire secondary. Chicago's defense has been solid, but against top-tier quarterbacks and WRs, they've sometimes struggled to contain the best talent. Surtain would be an immediate upgrade, especially against NFC North rivals like Green Bay's top receivers or Detroit's explosive pass catchers. Adding a player of his caliber would make Chicago's secondary one of the most feared units in the league, and that's exactly what they need to take their defense to the next level. Looking at the stats, Surtain's impact is clear. He's responsible for 9 additional interceptions this season, and his coverage efficiency has improved the Broncos' chances of forcing turnovers, a key factor in winning close games. His presence alone raises the team's overall turnover rate by over 20%. For the Bears, acquiring someone with his skill set could mean a jump of at least +2 interceptions and +25 tackles, along with boosting their coverage grade by around 15%. That kind of upgrade could be the difference in tight games down the stretch, especially as the playoffs approach. Now, why is this so important for Chicago? Well, the NFC North is stacked this year. The Lions, Packers, and Vikings all have dangerous offenses, and the Bears need every advantage they can get. Strengthening their secondary with a player like Surtain could be the missing piece to making a serious playoff run. Imagine facing teams like the Eagles or 49ers with a secondary that can match their aerial attack. It's a game changer, and it signals that the Bears are serious about competing with the best in the league. And speaking of Super Bowl odds, This move could bump Chicago's chances significantly. Currently, the odds are around plus 2,500, but with a player like Certain, those numbers could tighten to plus 750 or better, especially if he proves to be an impact player right away. The Broncos, on the other hand, are still considered underdogs at plus 2,000 in many betting markets, but if they pull off this trade and bolster their defense, their outlook could shift as well. It's all about the right pieces falling into place at the right time, and this trade could be that catalyst. In conclusion, this isn't just a rumor. It's a strategic move that could reshape the NFC North and give the Bears a real shot at reaching that Lombardi trophy. Certain's talent, combined with Chicago's defensive scheme, could create a nightmare for opposing offenses. The Bears are building something special, and adding a player of this caliber would be a huge statement to the rest of the league. It's a bold, visionary move by the Bears front office if it comes to fruition, and it might be exactly what they need to push through the playoffs and into the Super Bowl. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Now fans, I want to hear from you. What do you think about this potential move? Would you be excited to see Certain in a Bears jersey, locking down the league's best receivers? Do you believe that this trade could be the piece that finally pushes Chicago over the top? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion means a lot to us and to the Bears family. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with even more updates on this story and everything else happening in the NFL. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's get ready to cheer our Bears to victory.